All right, Steeler fans. So we pretty much know the quarterback situation. We know the running back situation. We know that we have a new offensive coordinator. We know that the offensive line, pretty much what that's going to look like for the whole season. But there's still one glaring problem and one glaring question about the wide receiver position. And I think I may have an answer about who can possibly be a sleeper and who can possibly be someone who's under the radar for us. And I'm going to talk about it right now. What's going on, everybody? I am Mac, back with another video. As always, do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe, follow on Instagram. Link is down in the box below. So we know George Pickens is, no question about it, the number one receiver on this team. Roman Wilson, we got in the draft. Big Tomlin guy, big Arthur Smith guy. Van Jefferson we picked up in free agency. Calvin Austin has some expectations now. Got Quez Watkins from free agency as well. And a lot of Steeler fans are pretty much saying, myself included, that Pat Friermuth is basically our wide receiver 2 at this point. So with all that, who is that guy that's really going to step up with the weaponry goes, be it Russell Wilson or Justin Fields, which it's most likely not going to be Russell Wilson? I have an answer for that, and I think it's going to be Scotty Miller. I think a lot of people are sleeping on Scotty Miller. I looked at this dude, I looked at his highlights, and I looked at his skill set, and we're looking at a guy who's a really good deep threat. I think he really benefits in Arthur Smith's system because we all know that Arthur Smith loves to implement those kind of gadget plays and those deep threat passes. And I think Scotty Miller is a guy who knows Arthur Smith very well, seeing that he was down in Atlanta with him for a little bit of time. But yeah, this guy's got great hands. I think he is going to be a really good gadget player right here. And I really think that, a lot of Steeler fans are sleeping on this guy. He's still relatively young. I think he's 26, 27 years old, something like that. But I think with the way that OTAs and the way that minicamp has been going for him, he's been getting a lot of positive reviews. And I say it can't hurt to really give him some more targets if you're Russell Wilson or if you're Justin Fields or whoever's going to be quarterback for us this season. Like I said, I think it's going to be Russell Wilson. Anyone with pretty much half a brain cell can say that. But to me, it kind of boils down to also about who performs better at training camp when it comes up. And right now, who's performing better at OTAs and at minicamp? Quez Watkins has been getting some really good highlights and really good reports as well. So really, I think a good competition right here between Scotty Miller and Quez Watkins for that really good position right there at the wide receiver 2, and could possibly beat out Pat Friermuth or Roman Wilson or Van Jefferson or even Calvin Austin. I think it's a legitimate case right there because, like I said, we know what the running back situation is going to be. We know the quarterback battle going on. We know what our offensive line is going to look like. I mean, me personally, put Troy Fontenot on that O-line, put Broderick Jones at right tackle. Dan Moore Jr. has been getting a lot of good positive reports as well. So this is a big prove-it year for Dan Moore Jr. as well. We know, I mean, anyone can guess that Zach Frazier and James Daniels are going to be on this O-line still. There's no doubt about that. But like I said, what about the wide receiver? We know George Pickens. We know what he has. We know Roman Wilson's going to be in the slot a lot this year. We know Van Jefferson's a good deep threat, but don't leave out Scotty Miller. He's another really good deep threat, and he's a guy that can complement, Arthur Smith's kind of offense with the receivers as well. Russell Wilson has a really good deep ball ability, or at least he's had it throughout the good majority of his career. So, yeah, there you go right there. I think a lot of Steeler fans are really sleeping on Scotty Miller, and I see him having a really productive year if he does get that opportunity and if he does get that, if he does get a respectable amount of targets from the quarterbacks here. But yeah, that's just a take of mine. Let me know what Jim's guys think. Which receiver do you think can come up and make a good impact for the Steelers this season? I am Mac, checking on out for the day. Have a good one, everybody.